Distress calls have revealed that Amelia Earhart landed safely, not crashed into the sea. Image, Getty. The 39-year-old was thought to have plummeted into the sea after the engine of her Lockheed Electra 10E plane developed problems during a second attempt to fly across the Atlantic Ocean, but Rick Gillespie, who has researched the case for more than 30 years, said, Ms Earhart crash-landed on a remote South Pacific island some 2,000 miles from Hawaii and called for help almost a week before her plane washed out to sea. Mr. Gillespie said that everybody searching for Ms Earhart, who was the first female pilot to make the journey, expected a happy ending as her calls were being picked up. The shock calls were heard by the Navy, and people unexpectedly heard Ms Earhart's transmission thousands of miles away on their radios in places such as Florida, Iowa and Texas. One woman in Canada reported hearing a voice saying, "We have taken in water. ... We can't hold on much longer." A rescue battleship took over a week to reach Ms Earhart. Image, Getty. Mr. Gillespie said, "It took the battleship a week to get there, by which time the radio signals had stopped, and when the planes flew over the island, they didn't see an airplane." Gillespie said, according to the airplane manufacturer, Lockheed, if calls were picked up from the aircraft it indicates that it was not floating around in the water, because the radios would be wet and would not work. If the airplane was grounded and could still run an engine to recharge the battery, then it means Ms Earhart made a safe landing somewhere, Mr. Gillespie added. The investigation into Ms Earhart's death has also revealed her haunting ending, stranded as a castaway for days or months, struggling to survive until she sadly died. Mr. Gillespie's organization, the International Group for Historic Aircraft Recovery, re-examined the skeletal remains that were found on Nikumaroro Island in 1940. When they were first analyzed, physician D.W. Hoodless said the measurements showed that they belonged to a man. They also were confirmed to have belonged to a castaway, not the victim of a plane crash. Richard Jantz, Professor Emeritus of Anthropology and Director Emeritus of UT's Forensic Anthropology Center, who re-examined the bone, concluded they were Ms Earhart's. A study of the island revealed that bonfires had been lit and fish bones were left by someone living on the island. Mr. Gillespie said, "There is an entire final chapter of Earhart's life that people don't know about. She spent days, maybe months, heroically struggling to survive as a castaway."